What up, leaders? Welcome back to my channel. We are back on the Seawall at Kingston, Georgetown on a Sunday night. I always plan to show you what's happening here on the Seawall on a Sunday night. Done it a couple of times that I haven't really captured the whole Sunday night scene. But I thought I'd do it today because I'm just back in this neck of the woods to see what's happening on a Sunday night. I don't usually find myself out here on Sunday nights, but I figured that since I'm here this Sunday night, I'm just gonna capture what's going on. So that's the bandstand, Seawall bandstand, and this is the Kingston Esplanade. Right, that's the Kingston Esplanade. Okay. So tonight actually there is some kind of concert. I don't know if they've started or if they have completed it. But that's what's happening out here. Tonight also marks the launch of the PNC's, that's the APNU's campaign at Square of the Revolution. I'm not there. I'm out here on
Your
Raphael Nation.
Are you talented?
No, I'm Raphael Nation.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Respect.
Good.
Big up Multi.
Okay.
Multi brothers!
Don't
Okay.
worry, patience are gonna have the body. It makes sense.
Okay. This guy's repping Multilateral High School. But yes, guys. Tonight, actually, the opposition political party has launched its campaign on the Square of the Revolution, somewhere near to the government buildings. But I'm out here on the Seawall bandstand and on the promenade on a Sunday evening, so I can capture for you what the Sunday night scene is here at Kingston. So it's actually one of the busiest nights of the week out here on the promenade and at the Seawall. It stretches, this busyness, this activity stretches all the way to Kitty, from Kingston to Kitty. I'm not going to head out to Kitty, but I'm going to walk towards the Pegasus Suites and Corporate Center. But I thought I'd start out here, right, to show you what's happening at the new, this is the new, what do you call it, concession stands area. So all this traffic is just cruising, right? So there's traffic out here that's simply out for a Sunday night cruise, and this area going past, say, Pegasus Suites and Corporate Center and traveling all along the Seawall Road. That is the road running along the coast here at Kingston, and between Kingston and Kitty. This is the Sunday night cruise route, and these cars will probably head all the way up the east coast driving along the Seawall. It used to be better, of course, when the before they had all the mangroves, because you could actually see the sea, but at least you can experience the breeze, sea breeze, and the Sunday night activities here. It's also night when kids come out to play. A lot of young people come out with their dates, and there are people who come out just to have fun. I'll show you over here. This is the children's playground area, children's play area. As you can see, it's quite crowded, quite packed. These kids have been brought by their parents and guardians just to experience recreation at the Seawall. Right, so this is the kids play area. It's a new area, new kids play area here at Kingston. and it's a destination, a Sunday night destination for families. It's good, healthy fun. Now, under these new, what do you call these, pergolas and benams and tents are the Sunday night uh, diners. So you come out here, for example, not only to capture the breeze, but also to experience some of the flavors of Guyana that are on sale here. The snacks and local foods on sale on a Sunday night here in Georgetown. And this is what it looks like on a typical Sunday night such as this. Right, it's quite popular with residents. Luckily tonight, July 6th, Sunday, July the 6th, it's not raining. This is the rainy season, so typically you'd get a lot of rain, which could dampen the affair out here. However, it's not raining tonight, so the crowd is out here. Now let's walk along the Esplanade to the Marriott Beach, right? So you can see what actually happens out here. There's a different crew out there. At this end, mostly families. At the other end, you'll probably find the adults, people who are taking beverages and smoking for relaxation and so on. So, but it is a crew, it is a Sunday night crew that comes out here. It's quite popular with locals. And in fact, more and more, as you go along the length of the stretch of road from Kingston to Kitty, what you will find is a lot more, a variety of people. For example, you'll find the Cubans have a spot, the Venezuelans have a spot, the Dominicans have a spot, Brazilians have a spot, and you know that's their spot because you can hear the music, right? They playing, you know, Spanish music. Venezuelans are playing Spanish music. Venezuelans and Cubans are playing Spanish music. The Brazilians are playing Portuguese music, and so on. Then, of course, you have the locals playing chutney, and of course, a lot of the other local Caribbean music, Guyanese music. So that is what happens out here on a typical Sunday night. So what happens is you can actually find a niche. You can find the area that is suitable for you. This, for example, is the family area. You'll find here, and of course, before they built the playground area, children's playground area, this is in fact where all the kids would hang out. Government has moved, of course, all the bouncy houses and the trampolines off of this section, because that's what used to happen here on Sunday nights. Lots of trampolines would set up. So those trampolines are no longer out here. So you can look out, let's see, to the sea. There are a few ships out there on the sea, but it's quite dark. It's out there on the Atlantic Ocean. It's busy. It's about 8 p.m., almost 8 p.m. on a Sunday evening here, and this crowd probably stays until midnight. Of course, that's the Pegasus Suites and Corporate Center, their dining room. It's lit up on the inside so you can see through the glass at night. So that's the dining, was it Fusion? Their Fusion restaurant at Pegasus Suites. So there are a few people dining, but it doesn't seem to be very busy. That's what the Pegasus Suites and Corporate Center looks like at night. The building seems dark, which suggests to me that occupancy might be quite low because typically if the buildings are if the hotel rooms are occupied, you would see lights in the windows. But this is what is happening here on a Sunday night at the Pegasus Suites. There's also a crowd that meets up for dinner at the Pegasus Suites. That's the parking area. So it kind of gives you an idea of what the clientele looks like on a Sunday night. Parking lot seems to be not full, but fairly occupied. So you can see the visitors. Now down at the other end, I can already hear the music being played by some kind of band. So the flavor of the entertainment changes as you move from the family area to the adult area. So you can say this is the Pegasus Suites and Corporate Center. This is the Pegasus Suites. You can see all the windows are dark, which suggests to me that maybe there's not a lot of occupants in the building. Yeah, but here we are heading towards the Marriott on the promenade, and you can hear very loud music. I can hear very loud music coming from the Marriott, from the Seawall area in the Marriott. I think I've shown you this before. This part of there's a sandbox area here that is used to just sit and watch the sea, right? And I think from this point you can actually see along the coast. So they're built up, like I said, they've built up this sea defenses here to protect the beach. But all along the coast you can see lights extending all the way to Kitty. Right, you can see all the way to Kitty Seawall. And of course, at the other end, the other direction, that's the Marriott end. Well, let me see how close I can get to this end without getting drowned out. Quite loud, I can hear it's quite loud. Okay, I'm gonna see how close I can get, then see if I can change the volume. Let's see. Okay guys, let's see if we can make some further progress down the promenade. You can see some of the lights on the Pegasus Suites. We head down there. Oh, apparently there is some kind of fetch down here. Tonight, is it closed? Is this area closed?
Yeah.
What is that? Okay.
It's very different.
So apparently there is a soca experience. Soca on the beach. On the promenade at the Marriott end. $2,000 to attend. And since I don't really need to pay $2,000 to see what's going on, I think we'll put off the excursion of that end of the beach for another time. But this is it, guys. This is what's happening here on a Sunday night, Sunday evening. Soca on the Beach is a private uh, fete party, and they're charging $2,000, about $10 US, to access that end of the promenade of the Esplanade. And of course, you can hear the loud music in the background. So that defines the flavor of the experiences you can have out here on the Seawall on a Sunday night. If you are part of the big people crowd and you want to have a party, you want to go fete on the beach, then you go down to that end of the promenade and you can pay $2,000 to get into the soca on the beach experience. Or if you are with family and friends, you can hang out at the eastern end of the promenade and enjoy the enjoy the food and the seats. That is the experience of just soaking up the city breeze and the atmosphere. But that's it, guys. That's what's happening here on the promenade on a Sunday evening on the Esplanade here at Kingston Seawall. Thought I'd give you a look at this from here on the promenade on a Sunday night, an unusual night when I just happen to be in this neck of the woods. I think part of the lack of a crowd, now that I think about it, is that a lot of the people who would probably be here are out at the Square of the Revolution, where the opposition parties are launching their political campaign tonight with speeches and I suppose a rally. But this is what's happening on this, 6th of July 2025 here in Georgetown, Guyana. If you want to see more content like this, click like and subscribe. Share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening in the fastest growing country in the world, Guyana. This is the police outpost here. Security is, of course, paramount every night, not just Sunday night here at the Esplanade. And this is the cruise patrol. So these guys are long lines of cars cruising. Here's the guy putting up the, I think it's a display, an electric, screen. A digital screen, I think they're putting up there. But yeah, this is what is happening on a typical Sunday night. This is the cruise crowd, the crowd that's cruising